Good morning guys, welcome to part 5 of the old house and shed cleanup. I'm out the front of the shop. It's bright and early on a Sunday morning, and when I say bright and early, it's 10 o'clock. That's early for a Sunday. We usually open at 10, that's our official opening time. We got here early today, we've started to unload the van. Let's go and have a look what we've done. We've already sold a few garden tools yesterday, got a lot more spread about here, along with all our normal stock. So we've got a lot out the front today, and we've just been unloading the van, pricing things to take advantage of a busy day. We put 95 on that little fold-up rocker. We did put 200 on this Asian chest, and it looks magnificent out here. And Christine's just done some photos for Facebook, so hopefully we snag a buyer there. We have got it on a trolley so we can roll it away, but it would be nice to sell it today. A quick sale is a good sale. There's a fire set that we've just put out. What else have we got? Probably not much else out here at the moment, but we are unpacking some boxes of china inside, and as you can see, we've made a bit of an impact on the van there. We have got a free section, so we'll see how we go giving those away. We had our tent out here last night and didn't have any takers. We just left it out because the shop veranda is off the footpath, so it's technically private land. And the risk, of course, is that you have drunks wander along the street and make a mess. But quite often we leave a lot of stuff out for free, and hopefully, it goes, and hopefully people appreciate it. So the tent's still down there at the moment. We'll leave it out again tonight, and hopefully we get someone see some value in it. So there's been a few customers in already. In fact, we just sold the Miners pick for 25. Morning, Christine.
Morning.
And so that was good. I haven't actually added up what we have sold out of this deal so far, but it's... Christine can tell us. I should mic her up so that you can hear all her comments in the background.
You probably don't want to.
We got a rough total?
$125.
$125 back so far from 2 days trading, or one, kind of.
7 items.
7 items sold. Now we've put a bit of English china in here. There was a Royal Albert tea set. There was 6 of those trios, and there was a milk jug and sugar bowl and a large plate. We've split them up because we do much better that way. Trying to sell the whole set would have been about $170, and very few people buy tea sets these days, but people still collect trios. So people will buy individual ones though rather than the whole set. So they're those trough vases. I think we priced them at 10 each, except for one that's got a chip, went for 5. So we're rapidly trying to process the stock. You can see we've got a lot in here. I know I'm browsing quickly. You won't be able to read anything, but that's all right. We'll do another shop walk around at some stage soon. Best get back to work. More stuff out of the van and some temporary, well, not temporary repairs, just a bit of a re-gluing job to get the trim set, but we only put 20 bucks on that, so it really doesn't matter, but it'll look better once the glue sets. This wine table also is not as flash as I thought. The top's very loose. Kristen did put 40 on it. I was suggesting 20, but look, someone may choose to fix it up. Let me show you what we've found. Underneath reveals this. I don't know what's going on here. There's lots of Phillips head wood screws, fairly current repair obviously. Looks like the base is actually split and then they've doubled it up. And if you undo the actual wooden screw that holds the support on, it's wrapped in fabric with poly twine around it as well, and that stem is even wobbly, so definitely a repair job for someone else. I'm not going to worry about mucking around with that. So whether we get our 40, I don't know, but strangely people don't value their own time when they're fixing things up, and they may say, oh, that's an easy fix, and look, yeah, the feet part of it's okay and the top looks nice, so maybe it is an easy fix for an experienced woodworker, but I don't have the time or the space to get into my shed. It's now 11, time for a cup of coffee and a tick. But so an hour into our official day and we've got stuff everywhere. We just put $50 on the mini bar fridge, and I think I'm going to put $20 on those stools because they're very 60s and they should sell well. They're easy to put away, and that dictates my pricing a little bit. We put 20 on this Deco bedside cabinet. It would clean up a lot better just with a wipe over with methylated spirits just to revitalise the finish. And the 60s chair here, which this one's actually a recliner as well. It's just spring loaded. And I just put $10 on that, which is very cheap, but they're awkward things to put away and they take up too much room in the shop. The TV stand's going to be $10 as well. There's still a drawer to go in that. We've got stuff packed in the drawer. The little air conditioner I've just put with the free pile. I have to get these Encyclopedia Britannicas out and I'll stack them all somewhere for free, and I'll do some photos for the local Facebook groups. I don't want to give away my crates. So we're actually most part finished the van. There's only those nice rockers at the back and some more boxes, another stool up the top. Won't take long to drag that out, but if we don't sell anything today, we do have a lot to put away at the end of it. So hopefully we do get some sales. As I said, I'll be promoting a bit of stuff on the local Facebook groups. That generally works pretty well. We usually have locals pop down and pick up stuff if it's cheap enough. So anyway, time for another coffee and I'll get that organised. A quick update now. We've just sold that TV cabinet, so it's being loaded now, which is great. I've put the Deco rockers on Facebook Marketplace at $100 each. If they don't sell straight away, which it just depends who sees the ad really and who walks past here, I'm happy to put them back in the van for now, or even take them inside because they're such nice pieces. The van's totally empty. We've sold a fair bit of other stuff, gardening tools and a few little things, but no other big furniture. Oh, hang on, yes, the fridge is gone. The little fridge went. So we are selling a few things from out the front, which is awesome because it's less we have to put away at the end of the day. Christine's sorting through all the swap cards in here and finding some treasures.
I am.
Now, I initially said $1 each when I was filming, but we reckon there's some much better ones. And
that one sold on eBay with 11 bids for $26.
$26 for one card. So there's going to be some good ones in here.
And these are all the swap cards.
These
here.
are dedicated
Not
swap
those.
cards, and these were actually playing cards. So we're going to get an album and put them all in, but we will pull out the better ones and maybe price them up a little bit. We're not going to eBay them. A lot of these might be just say $1 or $2 each, but some of the others are going to be $5 plus.
They will.
Yeah,
Yep.
fantastic. It'll take a while obviously to sell them, but it's always nice to have that sort of stuff in the shop because people love looking through it. I'm going to take this little mini grandfather home and check it out. The little badge things come loose in there, and we'll see if we can get it running properly. So I don't know if it'll be a separate video, but we do have to do some checking on that. We've continued to put stock into the shop, and we've got all this nice Royal Albert in the cabinet here. We priced them at $30 per trio, or an option if someone wants the whole set, $160. So it's really nice stuff. It doesn't sell as well as it used to, but it does look good in the cabinets, and I think sooner or later someone will come along and grab that. All the extra glasses and other bits have gone in here, some vases, some other bits and pieces. So we're getting plenty of good stock out of this deal as well. And it's the end of another busy day at the shop. We've just packed up. It's just about 4:30, same time it was when we got here yesterday. Christine's just unlocked the door. We have to go and photograph some of the big furniture now, finish packing up the kitchen, and hopefully we can get it all in the van, well, at least what we're taking. And then we just have to maybe meet people during the week and next few days if we find some takers for the free stuff. So we best get moving because the days aren't as long as they used to be, and it seems to get dark before you know it these days. The kitchen light's good, but that's about the only room in the house with any decent lighting. Oh yeah, it's not too bad down there. All right, I'm going to move the big furniture and get photos straight away. You're going to keep packing up the small stuff?
I will, yep.
Good on you. So we're making progress. I've just lined up all the dubious seats and couches and recliners. Look, we're going to be lucky to give any of them away, to be honest. It might cost us to get rid of them. This is a weird sort of tea trolley that was back in the corner. I initially thought it was homemade. I don't think it is. I think it's just a design that never really caught on, and it's got a bit of damage, so probably won't be much value there at all. The artworks aren't anything to speak of. This room, I've done some photographs of the wardrobes and things, moved them around for the best light. Turns out this bed's actually a modern one, quite modern actually. I thought it was an old one. It's an old design, but it's got the Allen key screws there, and I think there's a tag on the other end. It was purchased from a homewares type shop. Don't know, it wasn't dated, but I think it's probably in the last 10 to 15 years maybe. We're going to get $100 for it. I think it's quite solid. The mattress looks quite clean. Hopefully someone will take the mattress with it. That's the plan anyway. This is a nice little Art Deco veneered bookshelf and display cabinet. It's nothing flash and it's a bit worn on top, but I think we could sell that. I might try I might try 20 bucks or 30 bucks on Facebook, but if we took it back to the shop, I'd possibly get 50. I think at this stage we're just keen to move the stuff as quickly as possible. So there's actually a nice deco cabinet in behind here, which we haven't had a very good look at yet. And of course we have the 60s retro buffet, which should sell quite well. I'll just keep going getting photographs. With the chairs, I think this is quite modern. Just doing the old, did they drop any coins down the back sort of thing, and it's amazing how many times you find money. I'm always a bit wary of putting my hand on a pin or something. Or you never know what's down the back of these. This one disappears into some sort of abyss. There could be a monster down here. Who knows? There's no coins. That one's actually quite a good recliner, but it's rather stained on this armrest. So, yeah, I don't think we'll be able to give it away. I moved the cushion on this one and immediately found an old clock key. It doesn't suit the clock over the other side, but nevertheless, it will be handy. And clearly this one's rather broken. It's had a travel rug put in here to sort of boost it up. The springs or something's let go, so I think this is definitely going to have to go to the tip. No coins down that one either, maybe down the sides. No, all the fabric's actually torn. So anything that went down there would have been on the floor. And this number, what have we got under these cushions? Anything? There's a pencil. And I don't think any coins will go back up that way. No, it looks like we drew a blank today. And there's a cutlery canteen, and inside it, the lady has put the cutlery that was in the drawer. Not all of it, I think she's taken some, but that's actually quite a nice set. So that will actually, if it fills up that cutlery canteen and is a complete set, that's pretty good. It's got a broken latch on that side, but we'd probably get $80 odd for that. This was a bread bin. Oh, it feels, I think Christine's packed it with things. How efficient is she? Very good. What's that, a 70s plastic bread bin? Maybe $20 for that. House is just about done now. We've still got to load a bit of stuff. This deco cabinet looked really good when I first saw it. Oh, it's not the best view there, is it? Hang on. That's better. It's something's gone on with it. I don't know what's happened with the base, but there's a piece missing across the front and it leans forward at quite an angle. You might be able to tell there. So it's going to be just a project for someone. It's got cute little shelves in there and a mirror on the back. And this side used to have a shelf and it's missing. But I think we'll just take it to the shop. It'll be too hard to describe on Marketplace. And we'll just put it out the front as a project for maybe $20 or something. Someone will jump at it for that. Christine suggested taking the base right off it, which probably isn't a bad idea, although it would then need feet or it'd be too low. But it's a cute little cabinet, certainly Art Deco. Anyway, not as good as we first thought. I have a few bits and pieces here, wiring, cords. That little TIAC TV apparently works fine. And Stephen, I think it was, picked this vintage Pi TV as a New Zealand model. And a quick look at the back. Group Rentals, New Zealand, PO Box 147, Auckland. And there's a New Zealand mark there on the bottom. So well done, Stephen. You know your stuff. I have been told it doesn't go. I don't know if it's worth having a look at or not. And I think I suggested it might have been a 1980s model. So I don't know if they're worth looking at. We might take it. I don't know. Christine's here. I can't say we're going to take it home.
No, we're not. We're not.
All right. So maybe I'll price it in the shop at $10 and someone else can take it home. The retro coffee table has leg issues. So not so good there. Little steps will sell okay. Clothes dryer. There's a fair bit of e-waste floating around. I've already taken some out to the van. So we're just about done anyway. I'm going to leave all these bigger things here and hopefully we can get some takers on some of them, but I know I will have to load some up to go to the tip. And the kitchen?
I'm done except for those plates. I've got no boxes left.
Okay.
Oh, there might be one.
All the cupboards are empty. We better start loading. We're going to take a photo of this table and chairs here as well, so we won't be taking that back. Initially we thought it was in good condition because all the backrests of the chairs looked good, but then we look at the seating on them and they're not that flash after all. So we'll probably take a photo here and see if we can get a token amount for it. Kristen has just finished loading the van. What a trooper. Okay, well, maybe I loaded it, but she packed it all up and it's a bit of a mess in there, isn't it? I've just thrown pillows and cushions everywhere to stop things moving around. Given that New Zealand TV's on wheels, it's going to skate around a bit. Anyway, we've got all the small stuff done. Pretty much the house is finished except for the big bits of furniture we're going to try and market and the mattresses we have to get rid of. So I'll have a quick wander through. Table and chairs. It's actually quite a nice retro table. It's got stylish legs. The table's in good condition, but as I pointed out before, the chairs, well, actually three of them aren't so bad. It looks like the seats have been recovered anyway. So did you do some photos on these?
Yep.
Yes, Christine's done some photos. We'll throw that on Marketplace for maybe $100, see how we go. You know, worth a try at 100, we might drop it to 50, and if we don't get any takers within a few days, it might well be free. The table is nice, actually. And all the other stuff in here, oh, it's getting very dark in here now, will be on for free. The rest of the room's all clean. When I say clean, I mean we've got the clutter out. And this room, as we saw earlier, that's now super dark, it's just on 6 o'clock now. And I removed the buffet in there for a better photo because the light was better. So we'll try and market that stuff over the next day or so. We're pretty happy to knock this job over effectively within 2 or 3 days. So that's good. We only have to come back here if people are going to pick up stuff. And maybe then we'll talk to the developers and see if we can rescue some things before the house gets demolished. Can we see it all in this room, or is it way too dark? I think it's too dark. But you saw in their last episode, just mattresses and a wardrobe to give away. Okay, let's go home. Coco will be missing us.
Yes.
And there's a few other things I've just got to pick up. A bit of firewood I was going to grab, a few bits of rubbish over in front of the old shed. But essentially we've knocked this job over pretty quickly. We still, of course, have to process all the stuff in the van. We did do most of the other stuff today, so that was good. We got through it pretty quickly. So this winds up episode 5. There will be more episodes, probably of us going through the other boxes. I do have to do a few episodes on restorations, see if I can get those lawnmowers running and that sort of stuff. So there's a few episodes yet, and we'll keep you updated with what the total's at. Did you get a total? What are you doing? She's photo bombing. Did you get a total today of
2,300 so far that we've priced.
We've priced out about 2,300, and we've sold what, a couple of hundred maybe?
Yep.
About nearly $200 sold already. Doing pretty well on this deal. We didn't really want to take it on, but you know, we can't help ourselves. Catch you next episode. Bye for now.